All right, let's do a brief audio and a visual check. How's everybody doing tonight? And I'm going to just be quick with it. I'm going to jump into it. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Slow Markets. I'm Coach Dakota, Coach DBA. To my left, your right, is my man, Coach J. And in the Topstep YouTube Discord, man, all right, it's been that kind of a day. In the YouTube chat is our Topstep risk disclosure. Everything we go over is for educational purposes only. It's not a signals class. It's not financial advice. Jay, how was your day? How was your FOMC day? How's everything on your end?
It was a decent day, man. Didn't trade too much. Got long in the Russell after the rate decision, but tried to stay out of trouble and kind of just watched the fireworks. And looks like the market responded favorable to it. We saw a little bit of a rally, but we're still kind of in this range that we've been talking about. It really hasn't changed much as far as the market goes. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. But how was your day, man?
Man, it was. I wasn't on fast markets. I'm not feeling too well. I actually went to the doctors to go check on a few things. But I didn't trade at all in the Topstep account. So the last thing I wanted to do is to trade the account in fast markets while on the phone, right? Well, I'm like
Oh yeah.
not 100%. But started feeling good after FOMC around Power Hour. I took a couple trades in the personal account. Did good in that one, and I just took a nap. Like, my day has just been not the best, but from a health standpoint, from these markets, I'm happy to see some volatility coming in here. But yeah, here we are. Volatility in these markets is after FOMC. What was your biggest takeaway from FOMC?
I mean, the rate decision is what everyone expected, right? Cut a quarter basis point, 25 basis points. But I think Powell kind of setting expectations for 2026 and saying that there might only be another quarter point cut next year, where after the rate decision, the president saying, hey, we're still moving too slow. So we'll see, right? Powell may be out as Fed chair and another Fed chair coming in as early as, the start of the year. So let's see if the president appoints somebody who gives him what he wants, and that is more rate cuts or faster rate cuts. But we'll see. But, as far as the decision goes, pretty much in line with what expectations were. What were you seeing there?
I mean, I didn't listen. I listened to part. I was watching TopstepTV, to be honest. Caught part of it, and you could see the reaction here in this market was pretty bullish, right? We had the rate decision happened right at 1 p.m. Central, and the market just reacted bullish. We had the Powell speaking, and we pumped all the way up to 25,870s. We're already 200 points off that high. Looking at tonight's price action, we basically had a gap to start tonight's price action, filled it, and we're continuing down right where we were at. I'm going to jump into a long on the micro because I am really liking this setup here in the NASDAQ, and I'll show you exactly why. We had that. I mean, this is a big sell-off. This is a really big sell-off. And look what was support before this, 660s level. It was resistance, support, resistance. Like, this is a very strong level. And for us to sell all the way down here, starting to see some buyers step in. And the open for tonight was basically, triple sevens. And maybe you could even argue 800s, right around that level. So I wouldn't be surprised if between tonight and tomorrow, we see a push back up and go retest where we closed today during the New York session. Be interesting. The rate decision is over. I mean, we now have the rest of December to maybe, do we have a Santa Claus rally? Do we push to all-time highs? These are some of the questions I'm thinking, and I might even build into this position depending on how we're trading. Yeah, depending on how everything goes. We'll see. I might just build into a position because I really do like this setup. Just a nice sell-off, pull back, retest support resistance, and we shall see. Actually, I'm going to get into another one. I'll add 3. I'm going to look at that hourly chart, though. Hourly chart, I mean, kind of same story, I guess. I mean, we had some major resistance that we seen in the past couple days. We broke through that. We came up and we tested these highs from December highs. That's where we rejected. We pulled all the way back down. And the more I look at it, the more I want to build a position to get in long. Are you seeing anything from what I am? Let me switch it over to your charts. Make sure we got your charts. I got them here. I got them. And there they are. I'm going to keep trying to build a decent position here for a long.
What I'm seeing here, a couple of things. So the highest volume 30-minute candle, we talked about this during at the buzzer, but this candle was going to frame out my bias for the day until something changes, right? This was the reaction to the Fed, to the press conference after the rate decision. So looking how the market responds here, what I am seeing is, this 50% of this 25,720, we are trading price and volume below that right now. So personally, I'd be looking for, I do like longs because if you zoom out and, we look at a daily chart, we've been in a range for the past 6 trading days. I like the longs. Personally, I like them a little bit lower, right? Maybe somewhere down near 25,600. And not for anything more than if I look at the daily range, right? If I look at these daily candles, we're sitting right at 50%, right? Or right under 50%. So I do like longs, but just a little bit lower here. Lower. Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough.
I would like shorts if we were up near 25,800, but we opened up, rejected right at that 800 right away, and I was making dinner, so I did not get to catch that trade. But for the same reason, right? It'd be near the upper extreme of the range, and then just looking for the market to do exactly what it's kind of doing right now. If I was still short, I would be thinking position management around 650, 600s here in the Nasdaq.
Okay. I'm in 5 micros here, and just looking at the rest of this market, just for tonight. This is tonight. It's pre-market, nothing too crazy. Things can happen, right? This is overnight session. We have Nvidia's down 1.3%. We have Apple down 0.3, Amazon down 0.6, Microsoft down 0.5, Meta's down 1%, Broadcom down 0.7. Tesla down 0.5. So it looks like pre-market, this market did just overall just sell off. But I'm long. I'm over here saying all these stocks are down. And I got into 5 contracts here in these micros. NASDAQ, average price 679. And I'm looking for that bounce here. So we're jumping right into it. And on that note, go ahead.
What I will say to the downside, I would not be looking to establish shorts here, personally.
Why not? You just look for
just
an
because
opportunity to buy lower.
It's kind of in the middle of the range. Like I said, the short for me would have had to be somewhere up near 25,800 on that rejection, maybe 775s where we opened. But if I was already in a short, I would be, like I said, I would be thinking position management in this area because this could be where we bounce. So I don't see a great reason for me to buy it here, but I also don't see a great reason to short it personally, where we're at right now.
Fair enough. K980 says, BS, guys. Don't listen to them. It's bearish. Well, what's bearish? Is gold bearish? Is the NASDAQ bearish? What's bearish? I'm in a long, and I am positive I'm in the green. So it's all relative.
And I just said it was bearish, right? I just said it was bearish, didn't I?
I don't know, man. I don't know. People trust your own process. Everyone views these markets differently. For every buyer, there's a seller and vice versa. There's a lot of times where we have different opinions. That's the reality of the markets that we live in. But hindsight capital in the house. It was bearish until it's not, right? But so far, so good. We're in the money. Green on the screen. I'm going to get some music going, Coach Jay, and then we'll see what happens. Honestly, if we do get down to those 600s, I could see it, but I like to put on risk here. Every time I put on a trade, we put on risk. We have a stop loss, and that's the reality of it. So there's NASDAQ. Let's go take a look at the gold, see how gold is moving. I'll do the same top-down analysis there. We'll take a look at gold. I'm going to look at the hourly chart first. We've been in a range. We've been in a range for a while now. since basically the beginning of, I'm going to say December. We've been just consolidating. We've seen gold do this before. It's been buy these lows, sell the highs type price action. And today we pumped all the way up to 4270s. And the question that I am asking myself is gold going to break out and go maybe test 4300 with a chance to go test these all-time highs all the way up to 4400 plus? Or are we going to get back into this range? I'm not sure, Jay. This is a tough one. It's going into the end of the year. I would be okay with looking for longs. I don't want to get into a long up here yet. I'd wait for a breakout and then maybe a retest. And until then, maybe playing range. I'm neutral gold. What's your thoughts?
I'm neutral as well. Frank in the chat knows exactly what I'm looking at in gold. He says it's approaching that 50% area. So the October 21st daily candle in gold has been my frame of reference since that candle printed. We can see we rejected at 50% of this candle 3 times now. We're coming back up to it here. So the high of the session so far, 42.7770. I'm neutral. If I got long though, I have to start thinking position management around that 50% just because of how many times we've rejected there so far already and how directionless I think this market is. And comparing it to what happened from April to September, we can see this 50% rejection happened 6 times before we broke out. I don't know that gold is ready to break out yet. We're seeing decreasing volume coming into the end of the year, decreasing volume on the daily. So it's hard for me to believe that in this time frame, unless something changes, we get a sustained move in either direction in gold, right, to the upside or the downside. So on you have to trade it on the shorter time frame. If I get long, 42.82 has to be management target, just because of how we rejected there a couple of times.
Yeah, and honestly, it's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. This is a tough situation. Or after FOMC, we didn't get really a great direction. It looked like we was going to break out in one, and then we kind of settled down. We do have tomorrow, we have initial jobless claims, and then the U.S. trade balance. And I was listening to Powell speak, and a lot of it was, let's look at data. There's going to be a lot of data between now and the next decision, and nothing was really decided, right? So I think the question is going to be, are they going to pause? The one thing I did like is he kind of just put out any rumors that there might be a rate hike, right? So the rate hike is off the table, and now we're back to the same thing. Are they going to cut or are they going to pause? And there's a lot of data to come out. So the key data I think we're going to continue to watch is initial jobless claims. We have it tomorrow. We have Fed speakers. It'd be interesting to see what the Fed speakers are going to say. And then hitting again like December 18th, we have CPI going into Christmas. Time goes by really fast. Do we talk about a Santa Claus rally? Will there be a Santa Claus rally? Do we have a pullback? Is there going to be a pullback enough to be able to call it a Santa Claus rally? Or is this the Santa Claus rally? Are we in the middle of, has it already passed? Or is it? Yeah. What do you see that for in terms of Santa Claus rally?
I don't know that we started yet. Because we're still in a range. Once we break out and get sustained price action above even 25,800, right? Then we can we're pretty close to all-time highs here, about 3% off in the Nasdaq, and I think the S&P at one point at the high of the day was just 0.5% off the all-time high. You know where we are seeing a Santa Claus rally, Dakota? In the Russell, which made new all-time high. The Russell made new all-time highs today, while the Nasdaq and the S&P and the Dow kind of hanging out here. But,
okay.
There goes the Russell making new all-time highs. But I think it's going to happen, right? If we look at the Russell here, we see this consolidation, then that sustained break. I just think the tech-heavy Nasdaq and the S&P is just waiting for that breakout move. But this looks very similar to where the Russell was, before today. So we'll see. We get that volume to push us above this high, these equal highs up here, then yeah, I think it's a pretty easy run to all-time highs, but we do have to have a sustained break up here.
Sustained, yeah. Well, we shall see. We shall see. We're traders. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we trade what the price is doing. We had that nice rally during FOC. We're seeing a pullback. I got into a long. I'm down 8 points on this one so far. We're right here at these 670s. I'm
6-7.
Jay.
They got me. They got me. Damn it.
They got you, man. They definitely got you. I'm gonna get some music on. Let me know. Are you seeing anything tonight other than a long NASDAQ if we get down closer to those 600s?
I just realized I'm talking on mute. 600s, 595s.
There we go.
I'd be looking about getting along there. Think about getting along there.
Okay, say that price again.
595 to 600. 5 points on there.
595. $595. So way down there. Basically the low of where the FOMC statement
exactly
was released.
Exactly it.
Fair
exactly
enough.
where I'm looking.
Fair enough.
And then the S&P. The S&P is holding up a little bit better. I'm gonna go to a 30-minute. We're still above that candle I framed out in the NASDAQ. I don't know where my volume indicator went. We just traded below that 50%. So 68.50 is that price in the S&P I'd be looking for.
Got it. Gold's starting to catch a bid here. We're seeing a little bit of volatility on gold. Curious if we can pump up through these 70s. Gold's catching a bit. I know the VIX took a hit. So volatility decreased a little bit today after FOMC, which we need volatility as traders. We love volatility as traders.
Yes, we do.
When we don't see it, it's a difficult thing. And we talk about increasing size. Is that something that's valid here? Is that something valid here? When we see lower volatility, can we increase size and also decrease the stop loss though?
Yeah, in this environment, I think so, especially because we're kind of in this range, more so than probably some of the other times we saw this year where it was advisable to lower your risk. What is the daily ATR in NASDAQ? It's come down. It's down at 378 points, where early November or late November, mid-November, it was up at 550 points. So volatility has definitely decreased. And we're seeing it across the board, right? Gold daily ATR was above 110 at one point this year. It's about half of that right now, 68. So
okay.
Volatility has slowed down. Maybe it's end of the year stuff. We see the volume decreasing as well. So maybe that is the time if you did want to take a little bit more size, because the market is trading half of the ranges that it was a month and a half ago.
Correct. And let's not forget that it is rollover in the NASDAQ, right? Understanding that it's that time of the year. When is rollover complete in the NASDAQ, Coach Jay? Do you have an exact
I think
day?
the
We're still
18th.
trading the 18th. That's what I'm thinking.
think,
The first
yeah,
Friday
the
of every
17th or the
month
18th.
is typically the expiration. But depending on the volume, rollover can be sooner. We want to be trading the most highest volume contract. Topstep X does roll it over for us, so we don't have to pay too much attention. But I know yourself, Hogan, the team, we talk about it all the time on TopstepTV during the day show, checking volume. That's honestly, man, one of the biggest reasons why I just tune in. They talk about the news. I know when news is happening, what's going on in these markets, and anything that's honestly relevant to me as a trader. Okay, I'm getting into a gold long. Gold long. We pulled back to these 67s, and I'm going to see if we can have a breakout up through those 70s.
Silver might be helping you there. Silver's making new all-time highs, so we'll see if it pulls gold higher here.
Wait, we'll switch it to my. Oh, there we go. And I don't mind getting into a bigger size here.
Robbie says, if you never size down, can you still size up? I mean, I'm going to use the Dakota answer. Yep.
Is that it? It
depends.
depends.
Are you trading well right now or not? Right? Are you just going to size up because you want to make more money? Then that's probably not a great reason. But if you're following a process and you're executing a process really well, then maybe you have a little bit more leeway. And if your account has the capital to be able to facilitate sizing up, right? If I'm trading, if I have $50 left in an XFA and I'm trading a 3-lot, then I'm not really giving myself the best chance there.
Yeah, I'm not liking how we're holding this out yet. The answer of the decade, man. The answer of the decade is it depends. It depends so much on so many things. It's hard to give a blanket answer, to be honest. I might just get back into this thing. I really do like these gold longs. That gives me a good one. Scaling into it as we break out. I closed that one a little early. Into these 70s.
Yeah, I like this gold long. It's up to 82.
I paper handed that one, but I got back in.
You know what's selling after this Fed meeting? Bitcoin is selling off right now.
Almost down 2%. Okay.
Yeah. About to test this 90,000 level. That could be interesting. I might look for a Bitcoin trade here.
We might not get a breakout. Are we going to see a breakout here? Kind of hanging around these upper 60s. I look for a push up to these mid, like I'm looking for 73, 75. We got 4 minutes to the top of the hour. Said, I think the market's tired, boss. Market's digesting, waiting. Got a lot of information today. Today was a very busy day. We do have data tomorrow, and tomorrow's Thursday. Tonight's Thursday's price action. Tomorrow's Thursday, and still 2 good trading days left to go. I'll add some more if we could get through these 69s.
Chat, what are you guys looking at? Anyone in any trades right now? 50-50 across the board, pretty much in the tilt. Seeing a 61% long gold here. What are you guys looking at? I'm looking at Bitcoin right now.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Show us Bitcoin, man. Show us Bitcoin. I'm going to keep managing this trade. It's at spots I see is 90,700.
9,700. Okay, so we got some room over. All right, so why do I like Bitcoin here? Coming up on the 90,000 level. We can see so far, obviously, that there's been selling since the market opened. So what I would like to see here is maybe a pull up back to VWAP before we get to 90,000 to then take the short into 90,000, right? If this just goes, I don't want to short the low here, but if this just goes, then there's really no place for me. But if we get a pull up into this 200 moving average here, somewhere near it, doesn't have to be exact, 91,500s maybe, I'll take a short. But we'll see. On a daily, where we're at is right at the 20-day moving average. And Bitcoin has some work to do. I don't know what happened after the Fed press conference, but Bitcoin did not like something it heard. And we saw some selling here. So potential downside target on the daily 88,700s. If we can't hold this 20-day moving average. So I'm looking for a potential short here.
Honestly, the spot's been hovering around 90,000 on Bitcoin for a while now, for a little bit.
Yeah.
And we've seen bounces above to 94, 93,000, and we've seen sell-offs below. So I wouldn't be opposed for just that choppy price action in the Bitcoin. All right, I'm just going to flat this. I'm not liking this price action here on gold. we tried to break out. We didn't. So 2 swings and 2 misses so far tonight. Gonna be patient. Let's see what happens at the top of the hour. See if we get any better price action. Chat, while I'm doing this, I see some traders are short. Some traders are short. Let's do a hashtag slow markets. I have a couple good ones. Ready to go, but I want to see, what are you trading tonight? What are you trading tonight? Everybody, tag me in it. Tag me in it. And there's the Instagram. There's the Instagram. And don't forget, not only what direction, but what market. So it's just trading gold, short, but what market? Are you short the NASDAQ? Are you short the gold? Gold, NASDAQ, micros, M6A. Someone's trading.
Micro Australian dollar. Wow.
Yeah, that's an interesting, Charles. I locked out. Hey, sometimes that is the best play. No trade. Talking about patience. Patience is something that's very underrated here. Someone says NQ short. I'm long the futures contract. Okay. Guys, question. What is your thoughts on buying more contracts if price go the other way? Not sure what you mean by that.
Like averaging into a loser.
Or martingale?
If you know where your risk is, if you can accept the risk, but you got to ask, am I adding to this because I'm trying to make this trade a winner, or am I adding to this because it's a good trade?
That's the question. That's the question.
Trying to make it a winner. Be careful doing that, because you could make it a bigger loser. It's like you ever like cook something? You're like, it needs a little bit more of this, and it's probably fine, but you just add a little bit more, and then you just ruin the whole dish. I've done that before. I've done that. I tried to make
before too.
Yeah, tried to make some wings. I tried to make these Old Bay wings. I went to this restaurant and they had these Old Bay wings, and I tried to make them, and they were like, they tasted all right, but it wasn't perfect. So I added more, and then it was just, I had to throw them all out. So don't ruin a good thing trying to make it better.
Just need a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and then it just, yeah.
Yep.
Oh man, that I've done that. Yeah, we've all done that before. If you've been trading for a while, you just, let's just increase size a little bit more, and then yeah.
Gold gonna try here.
Don't ruin a good thing trying to make it better.
It's a good line. It's a good line.
That is a good line. That is a good line. Well, there's the 70s here on the gold. There's the 70s on the gold.
There it is.
Yeah, it is. That's trading Maxim? Did I say that right, Maxim?
Yeah, 42.80. I do like that 42.82 price in gold as for a potential test. It's just, how do we get there is the question, right? And then where does your risk go?
Yeah, look at it. We're not having a clean breakout in either direction on these markets. Seems like there's a lot of hesitation. A lot of hesitation right now. We have bottom of the hour coming up. Maybe we could see some movements there. Just looking at the overall markets, NASDAQ hanging around these 650s. You're looking at what is that?
I switched to my bad. I switched to Australian dollar because someone was talking about it. I'm looking for a trade in Bitcoin.
Okay, you're looking for a trade in Bitcoin, long or short?
Mm-hmm. If we pull up to 91,500s before tagging 9,000s, I'm looking for a short.
Okay.
Right now, I don't want to short it. We're right at the lows, near the lows of the session. But yeah, if we get a little bit of a pull up, maybe even to 91,100s or 91,000s, I'll start looking for a position here. But it may just go without me.
May just go without you. How does it feel when you see? Now we talk about this a lot, and traders, I know you've experienced this before. You do your analysis, you see these markets, You set something up and you fail to take the trade, and then you watch the market go without you. How do you handle that? Because it happens to us, relatively often, I guess, when
Yeah.
it goes without you.
I mean, it can be frustrating. It happens so much now that, you understand that you're going to be doing this for a long time. And if I'm at my desk and something plays out and I don't take it, it's a little bit more frustrating than not being at my desk and it playing out without me, right? Maybe I wasn't there, but just 250 trading days in a year. You're gonna be doing this for a very long time. If I'm here and I don't take it, it's a little bit more frustrating than not being here.
Yeah.
And then, if I'm here and I don't take it, I have to take a little bit of a step back, right? And not, because I think as a default, what I usually do is look for another trade right away. And that's probably not the best response, right? Where that next trade that you put on, if you're putting it on out of frustration and missing something else, may not be a great opportunity and you're just trying to put something on for the sake of having something on. So for me, it's usually taking a step back and saying, okay, let's look clearly, maybe even look at another market, or consider where my initial target was on the trade and then ask whether or not there's still room to get in the trade.
Yeah. Yeah. And chat's in giving some great answers. I've seen a lot of them. Someone says, eat chocolate. Hey,
there you go.
Rather eat a piece of chocolate than blow an account. Sacrificial computer monitor, right? It's hard, right? It's emotional. Chat goes through, and I like this one. I'm human. If that happens to a human, you have to follow your rules and be aware of your emotions in real time. I don't think as a trader, I've been trading for now over 15 years. Jay, you've been trading for a long time. Hogue and the team. It's going to be near impossible to just get rid of your emotions unless you're programming a bot to take your trades, and you still need to know when to have that algorithm run, right? But I'm going to say it's near impossible to get rid of your emotions out of your trading. You just have to be aware of when it happens, right? Be aware enough
100%.
to be able to make that decision to say lock out or don't trade. It's okay to get emotional. We get emotional. I get emotional. You see me get emotional. I do. Trust me. I hold it in sometimes when I'm on air. But then just making sure we know when we're aware, and then when we are, just lock yourself out, man. Lock yourself out. No matter what you think. Usually, 9 times out of 10, you don't realize it until after the damage is already done.
100%. 100%. And all right, Bitcoin, you're just going to go without me, it looks like. Exactly what we were just talking about. Could have sold the low. That is not in my trading process. So just going to have to watch this one go. But really nice sell here. Anyone in a Bitcoin short right now?
I am now in a short gold.
Okay.
Just got triggered in. So flexible biased. Just switched it on up over here. Just got triggered into a short gold. We've tried 3-4 times to break through. We failed. So yeah, I can see this thing going back down towards these lower 60s now.
MJ in the chat asked, would I short the NASDAQ into my level here? It very well could hit that level. Do I have a trade for it to hit that level? I don't. Like I said, the short for me would have had to be somewhere higher, up near 750s at a minimum. At this point, I kind of just have to watch it get to that level. Because if I take a short here, where's my risk? That would have to be my question, right? And I just don't know if it's worth it. It could very well go.
Yeah, someone says 10 contracts. Yeah, I'm scaling up here because of the low volatility. This low volatility allows me to scale up and bigger size a lot quicker, which I don't mind. And I need a plan to I'm still on a 15-day win streak, and after this month I'm going to be looking at scaling up anyway. So
nice.
Let's see if we can get this pushed down to these 64s, 63s. I'll take a profit, right? I'll take one contract off right there at 65.5. I want to see these 63s get tagged. See if we get any further downside, maybe. All right, took another one off right there. 65. See, this is why I love the trading this multiple contracts. It's just, it's nice to take profits.
It makes it so much easier. Yeah.
Flexible bias, man. I'm glad I didn't hold on to that long view. All right, there's another one. I got 64 right there. So out of about a third of my position. Yeah, traders need flexible biases, right?
100%.
And it depends on the, like, are you scalping it? What time frame are you using? This, honestly, we failed one direction, and then fail one direction, go the other. Only if you want to see this volatility. Let's see 63s already. Man, look at this. 63.3. Can we get it? Can I get filled there? Yeah, that got filled.
Nicholas Cruz, Dakota, I love you for that trade.
Like, we all love gold. All right.
Right.
All right. I'm going to take another one right here at 62.8. Get out of half my position now. There we go. I'm getting filled on these targets. We broke through these 62s.
Okay.
Trade. I'll get another out of another one. Scaling out. Let's tighten up this risk now. Do it right there. Oh, let's get out a couple more. All right, we're going now. Oh, dang. Okay, I'm going to leave one on as a runner. See if we come down here and hit these 54s. Because we could definitely see these 54s come and get tagged. Coach Hoop, dumpacito, fleshacito. It's, yeah. See, look at that. Loss, 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 win, and green on the screen. Risk management.
Risk management. We need the gold short song. If we play that gold short song, we might get down a settlement. If it works.
If it works, yeah.
It didn't work the last couple of times.
That's the biggest word in the dictionary, man. If. Here we go.
Let's go get settlement. 42.24.70.
42.24. Okay. Okay, man.
We'll see.
That's
a couple stops along the way before we get there. 54s, definitely 45s. But it's a song.
It's all in the song.
Do your best.
It's all in the song. Let's go. Let's go. Nvidia down 1.7. Nasdaq's continuing to sell off 620s. Happy I cut that loss. Bitcoin spot's 90,360. Yeah, I don't. This is no longer a decent short song. Every time I played the song lately, it's bounced.
It's broken. Got to play the inverse of the song.
Play
Hit
it backwards.
all I on the song.
Do you ever do that with the what? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we get this continuation. I don't mind the pullback. Don't fear a pullback. It's just an opportunity to move your stop.
It's the rally song now.
It's the rally song now.
This doesn't sound like the soundtrack to a rally.
No. This is like an intense right. one. But Bitcoin is selling off though.
It is.
Someone says, "What's wrong with my hair?" Nothing's wrong with my hair. I don't have any product in it. Chat, man,
Everything.
everything. I was on a date, and we had the conversation got brought up. Hey, Dakota, like, what do you do for a living? So I talked a little bit about it, and I'm like, I have to pay attention to every little detail because the internet will not let me get away with anything. Like the smallest black eye, like the smallest little detail, there's just someone somewhere just sitting there. Like, I swear they just zoom in, or they have like a big flat screen TV that they're watching on, and they could just big, yeah.
No, his hair looks different today.
Yeah.
I mean, it shows how much you guys tune in, and we appreciate that for sure.
Yeah, I love it. It's
yeah. Somebody told me I needed a haircut the other day, and I was just like, you know what? You're right. I do need a haircut. Let me go make an appointment with my barber.
Yeah.
You've looked better before. You've looked better before. Why don't you go get a haircut? So I made an appointment.
I love that. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. Chat has our back. You guys have our back. Yeah, it's like your hair is a little out of place. All right, let me know when I need to go get this. I'm going to depend on you guys for my grooming schedule. Oh, man. That song didn't work, Jay.
No, it didn't.
F in the chat for that.
It's working in Bitcoin.
Yeah, Bitcoin's selling off. Are you in that? I'll switch it to your charts briefly.
No, I'm not. Like I said, I was looking for a pull up to at least 91,000, and we just didn't get it. So we kind of have to just let this go because we're getting down to another area where I'd be thinking position management, right? Spot Bitcoin's hitting that 90,000 level. We're getting closer in the micros as well. So going to be another no trade.
Another no trade.
Frank says chase it. No.
No. That's bad habit. Bad habit. No trade December? Or it's supposed to be no trade November.
No trade November?
Yeah, no, it's December now. It's the end of the year. End of the year. Is it okay to ask how important the settlement price area is? How to view this with Topstep? How important is settlement to you, Jay?
I look at settlement price as a line in the sand. If we're above settlement, the market's green on the day. If we're below it, the market's red on the day. And then I look for how the market trades around that price. Are there market participants that are showing they're trying to keep the market green, or market participants that are working to keep the market red? It's just another price level. It's a horizontal price level. And do we often see the market react to it? We do. And I think that's why, right? It's either green on the day, red on the day, depending on where it's trading in relation to settlement. So good price to have on your charts.
Ooh.
I don't know that I'd say there is a specific trade that I have because of where we are in relation to settlement, but more so watching the market's reaction to it.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. Look at this, man. We're pushing back down towards the low. We tapped 4260 here. So far, so good.
How many are you still short?
Just one. I was in 10. Took 9 off. Have one as a runner. That was
Dakota, real quick. I need to step away for just a second. My bad.
Yeah. It's your baby.
Yeah. Something's going on down there. I'll be right back.
Okay. Just in case anybody wonders, Jay does not have a baby. He has a new puppy, and if you ever had a puppy before, you know how mischievous they can be. They can be potty trading. Yeah, everyone's seen it. If you missed it, Jay has showed a few times. Opening range breakout over there. Obi's the name, not named after that, but just coincidence, I think. That's what he says. Tearing up some computer wires while in the middle of an FOMC trade. Ugh. Yeah, that would be spooky. It'd be awesome for Jay and Dakota to use practice accounts and do all the bad things new traders do. It would be hilarious. Just watch. Just watch. I do things sometimes that are mistakes. I make mistakes. Yeah, we'll do it sometimes. That's the reality of just trading live in front of everybody in a real account, on air. You get to see the mistakes. How's the NQ horse? It's a horse, man. Not as needy as a new puppy though. If I get a dog, I'll name it 3-bar reversal. 3BR. Let's see. You all know what's interesting, Jay? All right, let's talk shop while we're in this gold trade. If you're up for some
Let's
shop talking.
Let's do it.
Chat, are you ready for some? Let's talk some shop. Let's talk. We got some good music going. We got these markets. We're in a trade. We're in a trade gold short. And let's talk some shop. Before we do that, let's get to some hashtag slow markets. Once again, in the YouTube chat, there is my Twitter. Go ahead and tag me in a trade, in your trader station, something. If it's good, I will share it here live on air. And there's the socials. When I'm not on air, that's where I try and post and give updates there. It's like, what do you do outside of trading? Well, I try and show a little bit of that. I've been boxing. That's why I had to go to the doctors this morning. As sparring heavyweights did a little bit.
Oh, taking a little hit.
Yeah, man. Abdominal pain was just not it.
Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst.
I go into the doctor's office and they're like, "Are you sure you don't have a hernia?" I'm like, "No, no." But anyway, let's go through. I'm gonna get through some of these hashtag slow markets first, and then we could talk shop. We could talk about how long we have been here at Topstep. We could talk about what we've seen, the changes. Maybe get to some questions and opinions and some of the fun stuff. I can't show it when someone says, "Coach DBA shorted while you looked." Yeah, I'm gonna not read that one off. I'm not gonna read that. I'm gonna, yeah, but
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, you don't need to see that one. Oh. Go on Google Chrome. Not like this. Not like this.
Not like this.
I'm going to build myself a new computer here shortly. But take a look at this one. Use Your Edge was one of the first hashtag slow markets I seen today. Oh, come on. What's going on here? I am doing stuff. I don't know what's going on. There's the new Fed fund tools if you guys are interested.
There you go.
Right now, the rate cut is at, what is it? A 22% chance? Okay, there it is. Use Your Edge. Requesting $4,393 tonight. Thank you, Topstep, Coach Dakota. Hashtag slow markets. What a beautiful thing. Love to see that. So
nice.
I shared it. Giving credit where credit is always due. Regardless of who you are, where it's at, you always deserve credit. And I'll always give credit when I see good trading, because that's really what I want to see. That's what I got in here for. That's why I got at came to Topstep for, is to help traders get into a live environment and become good traders. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this here. Plus $3. That might be a cup of
plus
coffee.
$3.
Plus
Nice.
$3.50.
Nice. That could that's a cup of coffee at McDonald's for sure, right? I think that coffee is still $1. I think it's still $1.
Is it?
Where else can you get a $3 cup of coffee? Let us know, chat.
I don't know.
Maybe still at Dunkin' if it's a small.
Hey, green is green. After being down, what, $400 or $500? I don't know.
Right.
That was
nice recovery.
That was a good trade. I will be on tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's gonna be a good one. But yeah, seeing these hashtag slow markets that I do each and every night. Seeing traders, say, hey, didn't know you could trade the Asian session. I have a job. I didn't know I could do this or do that. You've showed me, you've taught me how to trade. You've helped me become profitable. To the post that I just shared, hey, taking a payout, and all the positive feedback is really why I came to Topstep. I love it. It's very fulfilling. It's a lot more than money, to be honest. I know it's weird to say, and a lot of traders would just say, "Ah, that's a lie. I'd rather have money than that fulfillment." Well, honestly, you'd have all the money in the world, but there's just helping another person, achieve financial, success is just a completely different feeling, and seeing it day in, day out, and you might be doing your own personal account, you might be somewhere else trading or whatever. If I'm able to help someone out, regardless, it's a win for me, man. And I know you felt the same thing. I know some of the other coaches, Vince, Roberts, Paul, have basically said the same thing over and over again, on air and in our coaches meetings when we don't have a camera in our face.
Yeah, absolutely. It is about helping people, right? That's why we joined initially. Obviously, we have a love of trading, a love of the markets, right? Or we probably wouldn't be here doing it. But I think it is fulfilling to help people, see people succeed in a goal that they have, right? You say it all the time. Sometimes you give somebody information, they trade better than you do, and it is pretty cool to see that. And I think coming from a was it intentional that you played this sappy ass song while we were saying this?
No, I didn't. Come on, bring out the puppy.
Right. But yeah, I mean, it's great to be able to help people. It's great to be able to help people. Yeah, that's sorry, that song distracted me. But yeah, I mean, that's why we're here. That's why all of our coaches are here. That's what they do. I learned a ton from our coaches. I was just in Coach Ray's session, learning some stuff, just listening to him. But yeah, there's a bunch of other people you can watch. There's a bunch of other people you can learn from and things like that. Some of it costs money, some of it doesn't. There's various opinions on that out there. I've paid for courses before, and part of the reason I want to do this, right, even if I'm, I want to do it because it helps people learn about the markets without having to pay for it. Right? You pay with your time and information. Watch Topstep TV.
I love it, man. That song was perfect. Clip it, someone. Clip it. That was not intentional. That was 100%. And it's it was good. It was too good. But yeah, ever since I've been here, you're the first person I started working with, and it's never changed. Honestly, Topstep, in and out of meetings, on air, behind the scenes, has always been the same. How do we get traders from start to finish, from learning how to trade in a safe environment to a live account, right? And then ultimately to be able to take some payouts and do this on their own, because that's the dream, to be able to find success in a safe environment, not risking their life savings, to be able to do it on their own and have that freedom that trading provides. And look at this gold sell off back down to these 4260s. And that messaging has not changed. It really hasn't since I've been here.
No, it has not. No, it has not.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying that messaging hasn't changed at all, right? The goal is to get traders to trade well, eventually to get into a live account to continue trading well, right? And who did I hear it from? I think it might have been Hogue, and he said, Topstep does better as traders do better. Yeah. So that is ultimately the goal.
100%. And so going down to the topping shop, there's always both sides of the coin. Because I've never had a social media really. I've just got it last year, a little over last year, and I remember talking about how important it is for traders to get to a live environment and practice in a live environment so they could ultimately do it by themselves. And oh my gosh, the amount of pushback I got from everybody in this prop firm world was just insane. Just people were just going to town and jawing and this and that, and I'm just like, wow, this is a completely different world. It's almost like a simulation, a game that people's turned it into. And, fast forward 2 years later, everyone's starting to do the same thing. Everyone's starting to make that
traders
transition.
live. Yeah.
Yeah, look at me. I'm trading live and I'm being transparent. I'm like, motherfucker, we were doing that 2 years ago when I first started. Where were you at? Yeah. So it's been an interesting journey. And
sometimes you're early. Sometimes you're early to the 3-bar reversal, Dakota. Right? Everyone notices it once the market's finally going in a different direction. But hey.
Yeah, for sure. Always early, man. That's what
I had some thoughts about this. I'm not going to share them fully everyone should want actual traders in live markets. If you're a trader, everyone should want that. I know that the simulated markets are a great way. Obviously, we're here with Topstep, who kind of started this space. Simulated markets are a great way to experience the markets and to learn.
Yes.
But everyone, if there were no real markets and no real liquidity, you can't even trade sim, right?
No.
So
it'd just be a game, right? And then where's that money coming from?
Right.
Yep, exactly. And
Exactly.
NQ, yep, Coach Hoop, NQ new lows. Happy I was able to cut that trade short, and we might see your 590s here sooner than later, man.
Yes, we will. I'm looking at it here. Let's see how we respond here. I really would rather trade the S&P, but we'll see. 595 was that price. See what the reaction is here. Why is it selling off? Honestly, this is just a retracement of the Fed move. I don't think the president said anything. I don't think anyone said anything. Yeah, go ahead, Dakota.
No, I'm just saying gold's continuing lower too. So, yeah, these markets are starting to sell off a little bit here tonight. Sometimes you don't even need to know why. You trade the price action and find out why later. Bitcoin spot 90,000.
There it is.
90,000. And I'm gonna do what good traders do, and they look at old trades with FOMO. Let me see what's. Yeah, my crypto play down 5%, so I'm happy with where I got in.
Did you get out?
Yeah, I'm completely flat on my
Nice
BM Bitminer thing. So markets are looking red, man. Google's down 1%, Meta down 1%, Broadcom down 1%, Nvidia down 1.6%. Nasdaq's right. We're seeing it down 0.75%. Now this could all retrace before tomorrow morning. Anything can happen, but man, a little post FOMC, we're starting to see this retrace a little bit.
All right, here are these
Oracle got whacked.
599.75.
Yeah, we're bumping up. We just broke through that 600 here on the Nasdaq. Coach,
nice out on that
minus
trade.
10% on Oracle. Okay. I don't have Oracle on my. On the New York Stock Exchange, right?
Yeah, they had their earnings after the bell today.
Yeah, down 11.5%. Yeah, they got smacked around. And there goes Nasdaq through these 590s, 580s. Okay, it's picking up some steam here, man. What are we looking at? We are now testing the low of the FOMC, that FOMC statement candle.
Yes, we are.
What are some levels we have here? I'm gonna zoom out to an hourly chart and let's take a look. So this is kind of the low of this first support level. I mean, can we see a push down to 500 evens? Maybe. Like there's a lot of. I mean, look at all these big wicks that we don't stay down here for very often. It's like we come down here and bounce off of it. But look at this price go. We're down to these 570s. I mean, since these highs, that is, let's see, that's almost 300 points. Do we see 420?
Sweep of that daily low, maybe? Yeah, 520, sweep that daily low. What is that low? 528.75.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll see. And see, chat, this is why personally, right? I called out a level, right? That 595 level. You have to trade the market that's in front of you. I like that 595 price as a potential for the market to trade to. But if I just blind bought it there, I'm down 16 points already in the NASDAQ, right? So identifying a level first and then waiting for the setup, I think is really key, especially in day trading, right? If I'm able to, if I like 595 as a price and I'm going to hold it for a year, different story, but.
Yeah, exactly. And to be honest, a lot of it is like, okay, here's the level that I'm looking at. Once we get there, how do we react?
What happens?
Yeah,
right.
What happens? Dude, sometimes when you do wait and it just taps it and it goes straight up, you just have that regret, like, oh, that was my level, and it just bounced off it up 100 points, and it sucks. But that's part of trading. The other time it just goes straight through it, and you're like, oh wow, I'm glad I just didn't buy it, or else it would have instantly hit my stop loss. So there's no free lunch. Let's just say that. You can't have.
I have everything selling right now. Well,
yeah,
not everything.
Gold's still pushing, but gold's at 42.54. Someone says not silver.
Not silver.
Yeah, that was interesting. That was a little. Yeah, things are looking a little scarier. I like the volatility. Tomorrow we might see the VIX spike up with this. I like it. There needs to be a dip for the Santa rally to rip. What do we say?
Vance in the chat says, I'm getting smoked right now trying to buy reversals. Wait for one to confirm, right? You might have to sacrifice trade location a little bit, but I don't know what time frame you're looking on, but have we seen a confirmed reversal, right? Sometimes it helps to zoom out and just say, forget what I'm looking for from the market. Yeah. Right? If I'm looking for a reversal, and what is the market actually saying right now?
Well, we're going, right? Man.
Let somebody else take the the failed trade.
Yeah, look at this go.
We continue to sell it.
Yeah, new session lows here in the NASDAQ. Down 0.8%. Almost 0.9.
If we sweep that low, that could get interesting.
If we sweep 528s?
Yeah.
Someone says new lows gold. Yeah. 42,
especially
52?
Overnight. That's such a it's the daily low. And if we sweep it on overnight volume, we may not see that move sustain. Let's see here. The S&P is still coming down to that level 6850 I was looking for.
Talking about volatility.
We're going to try it.
It's gaining some momentum to the short side. NASDAQ new lows. Gold new lows. Bitcoin trying to hold on to 90,000.
We're going to test that low.
I can agree with this, right? Hawkish cut today. Fed will be cutting very slowly. I think maybe there could be some sentiment around like, oh wow, they're not going to be cutting as fast as what we originally thought. I mean, the risk is to the upside. There's also risk to the downside, but we're in a good position. That's what I'm going to use for my trading when someone says take a trade. I'm like, well, there's risk to the upside, there's some risk to the downside, but you know, I'm in a good position to sit back and.
Right.
I need to go listen to it so I could quote it exactly because it was a good excuse not to do anything. Let's just say that.
Yep.
It's like, hey, there's risk if we buy it, risk if we sell it, but we're in a good position to just sit here. I'm up 350.
FD Trader says, I feel you on missing the Bitcoin trade. I was cooking and missed my gold long and ES short, which is up 25 points right now. Yeah, I mean, like I said, one of the things you can do is say, forget about it, right? That you were cooking, right? So you have to eat, right? If I think about if I have to sit here and catch all the trades, I won't eat, I won't sleep, I won't, do all the things that we need to do as a human. So it happens, man. You were cooking. What I would say is if you do get a chance to look at the charts and we're, still near your entry and there's some more room left in the trade, that's when you can ask yourself, is it still a viable trade for me to take, right? Is it still worth the risk to reward? Maybe I didn't get the perfect entry, but maybe I could size down, right? If I was going to trade with 5 micros, maybe I could take the same trade with 2, so I don't risk and still able to catch a piece of the move if you think there's some room left. And if not, shut the charts down and trade tomorrow.
Still cooking the markets. Classic lower highs for gold. Wow, awesome trade.
Zydar settlement in the gold is 42.2470.
Someone said just got out of 77. Passed the combine tonight. Great work. And we are getting some more hashtag slow markets. You know what? I will give some more credit. Let's give some more credit. Always giving credit. Hashtag slow markets. Here's one. Aventura Trader. Shout out to you. Support those that support you. Like to see this. Sharing. Hashtag slow markets. So shout out to you. Like it. Love it. We got, I think this is Micah. Micah Trades. Tagged me in one in a combine. Like seeing this 50K combine up 395 with 235 unrealized. That's a good trade on gold. Looks like a short gold. Take profit down at 42.51. Looks like the take profit is getting hit. Gold now at 42.49. New lows in gold. Shorts in gold are printing tonight.
Settlement.
Great work. Yeah, you said it, Coach Jay. Settlement.
Like a prime Steve Nash or Jason Kidd right now, just throwing out assists.
Or
crazy
LeBron
loot.
James. What are you talking about?
Or LeBron James, right? Or LeBron James.
You see some of those dimes? You see some of the dimes?
Greatest basketball player in the world.
Yeah. So, here's another one. Taking a $5,000 payout tonight. Second payout this month. Hashtag slow markets. Look at that. Wow.
That's a lot of green.
Wow. And that's on a 50K XFA. That's one of the.
That's amazing.
That's the smallest account here. Kudos to you.
$3,000 on the first day of a 50K XFA. That's yeah, really nice job there. As Jack would say, you won that account.
Yeah, it's paid for itself and then some.
You won that account for sure. Someone asked, would I take a silver short up here to maybe catch up to gold?
Switch to your charts.
I personally don't. I see the pullback we're having in silver. I would want to see. I'm on a 3-minute chart right now. I would want to see a candle close below 62,625 to feel comfortable in the short. I see the rejection we're having up here at these 63 level, kind of similar to what happened at 62 when we got here. But VWAP is in an uptrend right now. So unless we close below this high volume candle right here, which has the potential to just hold us in a range, even if we're not going to continue up, unless we close below this, I don't see us falling back through here. So nice little pullback, but yeah, I don't think that's a break of the trend yet.
Yeah, yep. Break and then the confirmation, right? Honestly, tomorrow at this time, we might be right back to where we were at. Or tomorrow morning, we have London session, bring some more volatility. But yeah, right now it's not looking too pretty. It's looking close though, but no break of the trend, like you said, Coach Jay, on silver.
No, yeah.
Is this a buyable dip? That's the next question. Is this a buyable dip? A lot of times you don't know until after the fact, right? That's why it's you put on the risk. Put on the risk. Here's another one. Green on the screen here in the combine, and they're short 68.72. So the an ES trader, great work. Love seeing that. ES is probably the market I would recommend traders who are brand new. Nasdaq's get a little bit crazy. Yeah, some of these markets can always get a little bit crazy.
All right, we got a question here. We got to answer this one. David has posted it a couple times. David, I trust that you hit the thumbs up button already. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends and family too as well. David asks, hey, Jay or Dakota, do you guys ever add to winners at a new high or low of the day in order to not front run your anticipated moves and use the new price as confirmation of possible continuation, thus adding? It's a lot there. Do I ever add to a winner at a new high or low of day in order to not front run your anticipated moves? If you're saying add to a trade instead of getting out of it, no. If that's what you're saying, if you could clarify that, that's how I'm reading it.
Yeah.
Do I ever add to a trade instead of front running getting out? I personally don't. No.
I'll add to winners. I will also add and build a position in a zone, which is technically adding to a trade when it's not in the green. But I'll have a stop loss, and once my stop loss is hit, it's like the trade's invalidated. And then depending on how the market reacts, it might set up again. Yeah, so some clarity would make sense.
Yeah.
Definitely need some clarity on that one.
It's an interesting question, I think, but I'm trying to make sure I'm interpreting what you're saying correctly.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Add to winners as it starts to move more and make new highs or lows. Yeah, I mean, so let's say adding to a trade has everything to do with where you think the market has the potential to go, right? If I'm short micro Bitcoin right now, Dakota, if you could pull my chart up.
Yep, take it away.
If I'm short micro Bitcoin right now, what did it? You guys heard my target. It was 90,000. Does it make sense to add here? To me, it doesn't, right? Because if I didn't have a position on already, would I take a short in micro Bitcoin for, what would be like $25 trade right here? It's just not worth it to me if this market just turns all the way around, right? So I have to think about adding the same way. If I'm short from up here, right, up here, 92,500, let's say, if I'm short from up here and 90,000 is still my target, then I may add on breaks, right? Like this break of structure right here. I may add on something like that. But I have to have an idea for where I think the market can go on a higher time frame. And it has to be far away, personally. Hopefully that makes sense.
Makes sense to me, Jay. Man, look at this NASDAQ.
Yeah. Is it going to go take out that low? What do you think?
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to get into this momentum. I am short the NASDAQ here.
All right.
I am short. And let's see if we could break through this session low. Oh, we just tagged it. We tagged it. Are we going to get momentum? We're down 0.9%. But I'm seeing these stocks just getting hammered right here. I want to see a flush of these 50s down to maybe even 40, possibly. This is purely a momentum trade. See if we could get through this. I need to push right. One more push lower, and I would be taking some profits. All right, try and get out a couple right there. I don't want to break even on that one.
S&P still has some room lower. This is a nice trade here.
Yeah, I still think we could get through to these 40s. This is a pure momentum trade. Someone say short in the hole. Well,
it's only the hole. It's not the hole.
Well, if it keeps going down, then Obviously, it's not lower. Look, I mean, green on the screen right here. Let's see. All right, take another one off at the low right there. Yeah, I can see NASDAQ being down 1%. We're down 0.93. But, yeah, we got, like, Google down 1. Amazon down 1. NVIDIA's down almost 2%. Intel down 2%. Tesla down 1.25. Yeah, this is
down big right now. Oh, you want me to move my head? Sorry, the candles are.
Oh, they're smacking you.
Yeah, get out of here.
Blow on it. Blow on it.
everything is selling right now.
Yeah, I'll take another one right there.
Is this all? This can't just be because of Oracle missing, right?
Maybe. It could be both. There could be a few.
Does market care that much about Oracle?
Oracle, maybe they're not going to be cutting rates as fast as what people wanted them to. Who knows, man? We're just going down.
Yep.
All right, that's cut. That's cut. Okay, wow. Ooh, cut that right off a $100 bill. Call that baby good. Got what I'm looking for. Nice little scalp. Green on the screen. Went from minus 500 to 100. Man, I just like starting my days off in the red. Seems like.
Chat is saying that Oracle is a sign of the AI bubble popping, potentially.
Oh, man. You know how many times I've heard signs of AI bubble popping, yet we
just keep going up.
We just keep going up. Is this time different?
If the AI, honestly, I mean, and I shouldn't say this because we've seen a bubble pop and the markets kind of go through a little bit of a ice age. But if the AI bubble pops, they're just going to find something else to be the leading catalyst for why we're going higher.
I mean,
it's kind of what it seems like. And again, that's unless we get something like the .com bubble and things like that, and then we get into, bad economy and things like that, that's a different story. But
we haven't seen prices this low since last week.
Today.
Since today, yeah. Since since today. We're testing the low of today. Yeah. So this is Burry's right.
That. It's you'll know it's a bubble when it pops.
Yeah, The hindsight capital will tell us.
What was that?
We are seeing a sell-off here.
Bubble Boy. Did he know he was in a bubble?
Bubble Boy knew he was in a bubble.
He did, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was Jake Gyllenhaal? I did not know that.
Got me, man. I'm going to go through some more hashtags slow markets while this... Oh, man. Look at that thing. Flushed.
There's that low. Okay, now let's see if we sustain here.
Yeah, let's watch
because
this. Yeah,
this
there's
is
that minus
overnight
1%.
volume. I would not be surprised at a pop here now. Let's see. There's 6840s in the S&P.
Can we see 420s? Lower than this? Question mark? No. Yeah, look at that flush and then bounce of 20 points. So this is the volatility that we like to see as traders. As we watch it, I'm going to run through some more hashtag slow markets. Thank you guys for consistently taking time to spread your knowledge, locking it up. There we are. $1,600 green on the screen. Great work. I like this one though. See what we're talking about? The big screen. The big screen. We got the Pokeball. Man, got the nice.
Oh, nice. Got to catch them all.
We try to. We try to. What's that one's name? Geodude? Is that Geodude?
Yeah, that did look like Geodude.
All right. Monica up $3,000 tonight. Looks like in a fresh combine or XFA. Fresh combine.
Dakota, can you switch over to my screen really quick?
Hit it.
All right, so I saw some traders in the chat talking about a potential trade that we mentioned at the buzzer all the time, looking for this J trade, which is normally a reversal. That was the candle you guys were talking about here was the highest volume that we saw on the day. But remember, confirmation of that trade is a close above it. And if you preempt it, sometimes high volume means continuation, right?
Yeah.
So high volume at a level, I think, is more important than just high volume in the kind of middle of nowhere. And maybe that was a decent spot to look, but this sweeping this prior day low is a more concrete level than I think this middle of the range here, right? So I think it's a good idea to maybe start looking as the volume increases and asking, is that sustainable? But really waiting for that reversal for confirmation. You could have taken the trade, but hopefully you know where your risk is on that, because sometimes high volume means continuation, and what we've been seeing is all of these candles to the downside are just holding. Right, so same thing here. And why I didn't take the long at 595s is there was no reversal pattern. 595 was just a price. If I'm the only person in the world that cares about that price and everyone else is selling it, guess what's going to happen to my trade? It's getting ran through, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Waiting for confirmation can save you a little bit. And it doesn't have to be, you can't wait forever. Eventually you have to put some risk on the table, but maybe waiting to see if somebody else is putting that same risk on the table could help with some of your trades. Of course, we can't avoid losses.
Yeah, it is. Losses are part of the game. I'll tell you saying that it's a lot in combat sports. A lot more recently. It's the saying where you can't go swimming without getting wet, right?
That is true.
Yeah, and you can't go boxing without getting punched. You can't trade without taking a loss. There's a lot of that. It's like you can't do something and expect not to have a big part of it not to happen to you. So I prefer to walk on water. Yeah, I prefer to not to take losses either. But
Right.
that would be very unrealistic. Very, very unrealistic.
Yeah. If I could trade and never take a loss, there's not enough money in the world.
I mean, if you just buy one micro NASDAQ and then just hold it forever.
Yeah.
But then you're not a
Yeah,
trader,
that.
right?
Then you got to deal with rollover and all this other stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. By the time you're done, you're going to be paying so much in just fees.
Right. All right. Let's see what we get here. Anyone looking for any trades right now? We're coming to the end of slow markets here. Nice trading, Dakota. Nice job, man. I didn't see something that I liked, even though Bitcoin is hitting targets. Everything kind of hit targets. I just didn't see a setup that said, go ahead and take the trade. But nice job, man.
Yeah. I mean, you guys, I show everybody every single day almost, just manage your risk. Micros are amazing, right? I went from, you see me many times go down from like minus 500, minus 600, up 200 to minus 300, and just managing the risk, waiting for opportunities. And when you're up, and you don't see anything else in the market, just call it good. Lock yourself out. And hopefully tonight was another example, loss. And then you catch a good winner, you manage the risk successfully, scale into a good trade, cut bad trades quick, and that's the name of the game. And do it consistently. Not get emotional. I get emotional sometimes, but we have to be self-aware. I will be on tomorrow morning. Jay, of course, you got the opening call, and
yes, sir.
If I don't see everybody tomorrow morning, I will see you tomorrow night. Don't forget, always hit the like button. We do it. We love it. Coach Jay, I know you do as well. We're here for the traders. And the only thing we always ever ask for is just those likes.
Hit that like button.
Hit the like.
Tell your friends and family to subscribe. We're almost at 200,000 subscribers. and keep joining us. Keep learning. Keep trading well. All that good stuff.
All that good stuff. Thanks, man. And I'll see you tomorrow as well. Bye.